Hey girl, Happy New Year. Come on in. I'm so excited to be doing my very first wig review for 2021. Stay tuned. Hey, so as mentioned, this video is going to be my very first wig review for 2021. I am super excited to be here with you guys this year and looking forward to all the things that 2021 has to bring. Thank God I'm so blessed to be able for me and my family to have made it through this craziness. God is so good. So I wanted to share with you guys how I envision me starting my 2021, which is just literally cutting off dead things from 2020. And my hair was on the top of the list. My hair has suffered so much damage, and I know it was a lot of over processing, perms and relaxers, just over processing. I never actually colored my hair, so my damages came from just over processing. We were taught, as little girls, when your mom used to do your hair or whatever, if it was burning, that means it was working. And when you know better, you do better. So I now know that that was a sign of over processing. Also, like the itchiness and just having chemical burns and not treating them properly, and just the fact that you even have chemical burns means that there is something wrong. So I've always been in the mindset that I've just had bad hair, and I know that there are documentaries and movies out that educate us now and let us know that our hair is something to be admired. Like, you should respect your crown that God blessed you with, and you should treat your body as a temple, and that includes your hair from head to toe. Just treat yourself with dignity and self-respect and self-care, and I'm really wanting to improve more on that on 2021. In fact, I am drinking water. For those of you guys that know me personally, water is not my favorite thing, but I absolutely love core water. So I have already incorporated that into my New Year's resolution. I don't like saying that because resolutions, you never make it to February on a New Year's resolution. So this is a lifestyle change for me. I have to take care of myself. So with that said, I did the big chop, and at first I was a little reluctant. I was very scared. I was terrified. And I said, you know what? If I go to my stylist and she said that there's no coming back from this hair, then we're going to go through with it. And she said yes, that it was so damaged and so heat damaged, over processed, damaged, neglected, all kind of stuff, that I just needed to start over with a clean slate. I felt relieved almost. I felt like there was like a weight lifted off of me when the hair was gone. It was like nothing to hold me back or make me feel weighed down. But it did not look cute at all. And so I am a weave, wigs, ponytail person. I've been like that since high school. I tried to be like that in middle school, but my mom is from the old school, so she didn't really let me do it much in middle school. But when I got into high school, weaves was my thing. And back in those days, we had really good hair, and it wasn't like we didn't have internet. Hello. So I'm talking 96, 97, 98. When you couldn't buy things on the internet yet. And so I just remember going to the beauty supply. Zuri was one of my favorite brands. The weft was always thick. The yaki texture was always good. Milky Way also had really, really good brands. They had really good color choices. Even though we didn't know what ombre was back in the 90s, 93, 94, 95 on up, they even had ombre. They called it two-tone, which your roots were dark and the bottom was like a 27 or 30. You also saw a lot of sixes. Nowadays, when you go to the beauty supply, it's hard to find a color number 6. But that used to be my color. My hair had been processed so many times that it started to change color. And number 6 was actually my color. But anyway, you get good quality hair that really held its curl. And it was just thick and it was good. And let me tell you, back in those days, you could purchase 1 pack of hair, maybe even a pack and a half, 3, 4, 5 bundles of hair. You did 1.5 packs at the most. You didn't need a closure. You didn't need a frontal. Those are new school terms. We didn't know what that was. They didn't even sell frontals and closures. And you know why? Because people had their wore your hair. And if I can find some of those pictures of how I used to do my hair, I will share those pictures. And I'm also going to share the big chop picture as well. So with that said, it's gonna take some getting used to because I have damaged it. I went along with every fashion fad in terms of hair you can imagine. Instead of color, I really didn't get into that, but I did micro braids. I did, freestyle braids. I did sew-ins, glue-ins, all kind of stuff, and my hair has just had eaten. So until I build up my confidence to actually go short, my husband has not seen my hair short. And he loves me. He probably doesn't care, but I care, and I'm self-conscious about it. So until, I can build up my confidence with it, this gives me the perfect opportunity to have a whole gang of wigs. So I really want to expand my wig repertoire. So again, this is not a new wig. Instead of doing pause for the cause, y'all, I still drink wine. Hello, that was not a resolution. I'm just gonna drink my core. So, un momento. This is Nisha. Nisha 202. Did I get 202? Okay, yeah. Nisha 202. It was $44.99, so $45. And I have it in the color DRFF2 Butterscotch. So that stands for dark root, face framing. The roots are color 2 and the tips are butterscotch. As you guys know, the beauty supplies, or at least the one that I go to here in Houston, because of COVID-19, they are not allowing you to try on wigs anymore at all. So you basically are in there just taking a gamble. So I really rely heavily on YouTubers that I watch. Heart and Cakes 90, Brittany is her name. She's super pretty, very, very thorough in her videos. All the Nishas. It reminds me of my favorite Bruno Mars CD, 24 Karat Magic. There's a song on there called Calling All My Lovelies. And he says Aisha's waiting and Keisha's waiting. So this is, every time I hear Nisha, I think about that song. Shout out to Bruno Mars. I used to play that CD front and back. Anyway, I digress. So a lot of ladies was reviewing the Nishas, and there's like different numbers, 202, 203, 305. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot, but this is my first one, and this reminds me of the old school Yaki textures. So I can't wait to open her up and see what all the hype is about, right? So I'll be back.